indie comics are where they're at, man, for sure. Now, before we get into this video, please like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. It definitely goes a long way with helping the channel out, and it is definitely greatly appreciated as well. So, with that being said, let's talk some indie comics. In this video, I'm not going to really talk about the stories themselves, rather than I'm trying to shine light and awareness on these specific books and creators, so to speak. So I mean, these are some books that I had recently, I'll say, had delivered because I purchased them throughout the year, earlier in the year, but it just takes a while sometimes. So anyway, let's just get into it, right? So the first book I want to talk about is Planet of a Thousand Moons. And now this is also, well, this is by Michael S. Bracco. I think I pronounced that correctly. But Spaghetti Kiss Comics is, I guess, the website from Automation Press. But yeah, so Planet of a Thousand Moons. There's a little QR code if you want to give that a scan. I guess that brings them to the website. But he is also the creator of Creators, which there's 3 volumes of that specific book. Really good. But Planet of a Thousand Moons and Adam Rec also. So this came in, and I have not read this yet. So I really want to, at some point, hopefully, I want to read this, kind of do a little video on it, and just like all of these books that I'm going to mention. Um, but yeah, I want to read this, get in, maybe make some video about it, kind of reviewing it, kind of deal. But yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely check it out. The next book that I want to talk about is Print is Not Dead, a collection of comics by Elijah Joseph. Now, this looked really cool. And again, another, I guess, QR code if you want to scan that. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I haven't read this either, but some cool stuff that came with this, which is, if I can get this. So yeah, I guess a little card with, he wrote a little note. I just dropped something. Thank you for your support, Elijah Joseph. Yeah. So yeah, go ahead and scan that so you can check him out. Also came with, I guess, another card with another QR code. And then it also came with a little sticker. Print is not dead. So I guess this is more so a book that I think he drew, like, I think he did all, it's an anthology. Not too bad, not too thick. But it's an anthology book, bunch of different stories in here. And I'm not sure if he did every story, because I'm not familiar with Elijah Joseph. So I'm not sure of the creator, like how this was done as far as that, like who did what, if he's the only one that did all of these. I think he is the only one. Nope, I'm wrong. I guess that's the list. Or is that? Oh, okay. So I guess Elijah Joseph wrote all of these, but it shows art by, and there's a bunch of different people for each story. Okay. So a lot of different artists, but Elijah Joseph, he wrote this, like all of the stories. So just to give you kind of a little, there's different styles of art here. This is in one of the stories, like nice looking black and white. And then you got a different story right here. Some nice art right there, color. Some more black and white in a different story. And then let's see, a lot of, actually, a good amount of these stories have black and white art. This is pretty cool. It actually kind of reminds me of almost like a manga style ish art in here. which that's pretty cool. So yeah, nice variety in this book. Well, there you go. So yeah, this book is really cool. Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah, man. So print is not dead. There's the QR code. Check them out, or just go to the website heycomics.com. Now this next book, I heard about this book a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, a few years ago. Uh, but was never able to obtain it for whatever reason. I think they tried to do a crowdfunding campaign or something. I mean, I might be way off base. Don't quote me on this. But I think what happened was they were trying to do a crowdfunding campaign for whatever reason. It didn't happen the way I guess it didn't. I don't know. I don't know the details. I don't know what happened. I might be way off base. The whole point is they they had this book available at one point. I was never able to obtain it at the time. So now uh, I was able to get Death Shroud, and this is like a thick. It's almost like a trade paperback actually, but this was from Ripasend. Ripasend. It's like from Rippaverse Comics. This is kind of like Ripasend. It's kind of like a separate like creator owned outside of the Rippaverse universe, separate stuff. So anyway, Death Shroud. I actually finished reading this, and man, it is good. It is good. I got to show you some art because this book, even though I've actually been waiting on this for a while, it was worth the wait. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's thick, and the artwork in here. There's a lot of 2-page. Well, actually, it's kind of brutal too. I mean, he kind of rips his arm off and beats him with it, so that's pretty cool. But there's like a lot of like 2-page spreads in here that's just absolutely insane. I'm trying to find one so I can show you. But yeah, the artwork in here is just, oh my gosh, like it's stunning. But oh, okay. So here's one like 2-page spread. I'm trying to not get the glare too much, I guess. But some other examples of the artwork. Man, it's pretty sick, man. It's pretty sick. So this is part one. At the end of this, there will be a part two of this book. I don't know the time frame when that's going to happen. Hopefully soon. Hopefully it don't take too long. But man, Rippaverse. That's where you can get this through Dream Key Comics. Let's see. The creative team is Chad Larson, who is the creator and writer of this, and art is in chapter because so they break this down by chapters in this book, kind of like if it would be like issue 1, issue 2, but it says chapter 1, chapter 2, so on. So chapter 1, the art is done by Kevin White, and chapters 2 through 7 is V. Ken Marion. So there you go. So yeah, this is a highly recommended book, Death Shroud. And like I said, I might go ahead and I might revisit this and then do a video kind of reviewing it maybe in the near future because I probably want to go through it again just to have my mind fresh for reviewing it. So another book that I just received, and I also have the digital version of this as well, but Tread Incursion. So this looked really cool. Came with, a little sticker. So Triumph Comics, I think that's who it's from. But Tread Incursion looked really cool. I can't remember much, honestly, about the plot or anything like that. But it did look really cool. I did notice right away, though, that there is a lot of dialogue. So I'm going to have to allow myself time when I read this. But I think it looks really cool. It's like this, from what I gather, it's like this sci-fi. I mean, you can tell by the cover, really, like that. It's like a sci-fi war type thing going on. Like I said, I don't really remember much of what the plot or story or anything was. I just remember it looking really cool. You got some fight scenes going on, and yeah, looking forward to this. Like I said, this also has it also came with a digital version of this as well, which I have. So yeah, this would be cool. And let's see who writes this. So you got Steve Zingrave as writer and co-creator, and Raul Enriquez, I think that's how you pronounce it, is on pencils and inks, and then Mark Zingrave is editor and co-writer or co-creator. I'm sorry, and Eugene Perez Jr. is on colors and letters. So yeah, there's the get that glare. That's the creative team. Yeah, I don't know. That glare is kind of hard. So yeah, definitely looks cool. That definitely looks like a cool book. I like to support smaller creators and everything like that. So when I can, I try to support them. Almost like a old. That's the back. Uh, that's the back cover. Almost like a throwback '90s kind of style right there, right? Yeah, it looks like the kind of gives shades of the Image logo. So yeah, Tread Incursions. Definitely check that out. They didn't have a QR code or anything. I'm assuming Triumph Comics is the uh, would be. You can Google that and get the website Triumph Comics. So yeah, Tread Incursions, man. Looking forward to this. Now this next book or books that I am really looking forward to. I've been looking forward to this for a while now. If you remember at Heroes Con, I had I had this right. This was made. This was made. Vince Sunico. He drew this, and man, it was hilarious. So this is the anti-hero, or yeah, I guess technically he's kind of like an anti-hero, even though he's anti everybody as far as heroes villains. I wanted to have him draw a cover with him and Deadpool, so he kind of like balled Deadpool up, and yeah. So anyway, Heroes Be Damned, right? So this they were at 24/7 or 247 Comics was at Heroes Con earlier this year, and they were promoting this book, Heroes Be Damned, as well as some other stuff. But I had already backed Heroes Be Damned on Kickstarter at that time, and just recently, I I got them delivered in the mail, and they also had a card game, which I got as well. Um, yeah, so this would be fun to play. I don't know how to play this yet, but you got the rules and how to play and all that stuff, and yeah, yeah. So this is going to be fun once I get a chance to play it. So yeah, pretty cool. They have a Heroes Be Damned card game that came with it. Boom. But finally, issues 1, 2, and 3. That's issue 1. I have read issue 1 already. And what's great, man, it's in black and white ink and colors, with the exception of when there's like blood or something like that, then it's red. But other than that, Vince Sunico, man, phenomenal artist. So let me just show you some of the inks, some of the art. I mean, it definitely gives you a play on like some DC characters throughout this, which is pretty cool. So yeah, see the red right there, and a little Hint of red because of blood and whatnot. Another one right there. So yeah, Heroes Be Damned, man. You can go on their website 247 comics, I guess .com maybe, and I believe that you could purchase this on there. So book 1, book 2, and then book 3. And I believe that they're going to continue beyond book 3, I think. So yeah, I guess the more you go out and support, then the likelihood of them continuing the story it just grows. So yeah, book 1, like I said, I've read. 2 and 3, I'm gonna get to real soon. But Heroes Be Damned, man, this dude is vicious, bro. He's insane. Now, the last book I want to talk about, or books, is Wolf's Edge. Now, it's 3 books again, but it also came with like a big sticker, almost like a bumper sticker. Now, this I have not read any of this yet, but I'm looking forward to it though. But what's cool about this is, and I actually have had this delivered a couple months ago. I've had it, just haven't gotten around to it. But what's cool about this is, man, all 3 books, they're lenticular. Is this, yeah, no, is this considered lenticular? No, what is this? Yeah, see, the covers, the back cover is the same. Let me see, let me not mess it up. Yeah, see the back cover, which is pretty cool. Now the artwork in here is also pretty like amazing. So if anything that has to do with like wolves, werewolves, things of that nature, count me in. I'm game. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to this. I also have the digital copies of this as well. So let's see. Wolf's Edge, written by Skye Wallen and art by Arthur Verrey, I believe. Yeah. And oh yeah, and I forgot they are also signed right here. Right there. But there's a creative team right there. And a QR code to check out their website. So if you're interested in this, you can also pick this up as well. Highly recommend, just based off of the artwork alone. It's worth it. So yeah. And I believe on Kickstarter they're about to have a campaign start soon, if not already, for like, I believe it's gonna be like a collected edition of these 3 books. I believe that's what it is. I'm not gonna get it. I already have these, but that could be an option as well, if you're interested. Wolf's Edge 1, 2, and 3. I like how they did that. Chapters 1, 2, 3. Yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. So those are my indie pickups throughout the year so far. Well, some of them that I've just had fairly recently delivered. But yeah, man, I really want to highlight indie creators and things like that. Every little bit helps. And I know my channel's not huge or anything like that, but sometimes it just takes 1 or 2 people seeing it, catch an interest, and they spread the word. It's the word of mouth. So hopefully you guys can check out one of these, all of these, whatever, and enjoy them and spread the word, man. Help these creators out, because they're really putting out really, really amazing content. And yeah, man, I can't express enough how I feel important that is to the comic book industry. So yeah, man, just definitely check these guys out, man. Check these books out, purchase them, enjoy them, spread the word, man. Well, that's it, man. If you guys are interested in any of these, let me know which one you probably would be most interested in, and will you actually go pick them up? Yeah, just let me know. And yeah, man. With that being said, catch you guys in the next one.